leg cuffed, handcuffed, you name it. He was then put inside a film vault up on the second floor, locked in there, in a sack, then in the film vault, absolutely tight film vault.
It was checked by the doctor to make sure there were no keys or anything on him.
That's right. She was there to witness it all, and then in under 10 minutes, he actually escaped. How he did it, we've got no idea, but we thought we had to bring him back. Please welcome once again, David Duval.
Thank you. Thank you.
David, referring back to that, I was terrified. I was standing outside the door when you were in the vault, and I was terrified. The 10 minutes were up, and I thought, because there was only 10 minutes of air, wasn't there? And if you hadn't escaped...
That was the problem, really. But escapology is like that.
But how did you become interested in escapology?
Well, I was a magician and started to look into escapology because Houdini was my guy.
He's your hero?
Super.
What was it about Houdini? I mean, he did all these incredible tricks. What was his secret, do you think?
Well, his secret really was that he could manipulate his body. That was one thing. But he was very, very skillful man.
But didn't he make the locks up and things like that? I mean,
No. In fact, the essence of Houdini was to challenge people, to challenge him to escape from their things, to make a box and nail him in and fasten him in a police cell. Incredible thing.
But you copied his style, and yet, I mean, if you look at Houdini's physique, there's just a slight bit of difference. There's Houdini look.
Yeah.
And,
hey, wait a minute. I don't
you're the long and lanky brigade like me.
You had to have spinach this morning. You know, you should have seen me before I started muscle building as well.
Do you do the same sort of tricks as
Same sort
Houdini?
of tricks, yeah, same sort. Exactly.
You're sort of lanky.
Yeah, I'm lanky. Well, you see, the point is this, it doesn't make any difference. He happened to be small, very stumpy, stocky. That's what he was. So it's saying maybe you may get a thin one or a fat one.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter. But supple body, that's what you need. In fact,
I
probably got a...
Really?
Yeah, probably.
What were some of his amazing tricks? Which ones stood out? He did thousands, didn't he?
Thousands and thousands of tricks. I mean, one of his things was to be suspended upside down in water.
There he is.
That was his most famous one, wasn't it? Because that was in the film.
What is he in there, David?
He's in, 200 gallons of water, in fact. And it's absolutely frightening to be in that position. I've done the trick, and it is a terrifying trick.
You've done it?
I've done it, several times.
But didn't he die in that, when he did that trick? He did in the film, didn't he?
In the film, he actually died in the tank, but in reality he didn't. He died in hospital in America.
Oh, really?
He did his act, came off stage, complained of stomach pains, which he'd had for about 10 days, and then suddenly he collapsed, peritonitis set in, and he died.
And when was that?
Halloween.
Halloween.
Really?
Spooky.
What a day to die, eh?
Right.
What was his most difficult trick, though, do you think?
I think perhaps escaping from jail cells.
That's what he was famous for.
You can see him there now,
There he is,
escaping from cells. That's a picture of Houdini chained to the, you can see he's chained to the door, and he used to escape. That door on the particular shot that we're looking at now has got bars, but most of the doors are solid, in fact. That's a publicity shot that you've just seen, to show people.
So when they found him then, he'd just completely gone. He hadn't sort of broken the door down or anything like that. He's
completely gone. In fact, the door was still locked. The keyhole is on the outside. He was searched for keys just as I do. I even have metal detectors put over me to make sure I haven't swallowed keys.
Yes.
To make sure. But I think the best thing he ever did was in America. Because what he did, he actually escaped from a jail cell under these test conditions with the examination. And then, when they found him, he was outside the cell, but all the other prisoners in the prison had been changed from different cells. And one of them was a murderer.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
dear.
I mean, that'd go. You brought some of the props that he would have used.
Yeah. Well, they're not actually props. These are handcuffs that would be used by Houdini. These are about 100 years old. These are called bottlenecks. The shape of it really gives the clue to the name. You see the keyhole in the inside there. And there are about 1,000 different combinations of key to fit that.
What about this figure of 8 thing? What's that?
Yeah, pretty good. These are Boer War. These are called plug 8s, in fact. A figure 8 with a little plug in the end. And you can see the plug there, and you remove the plug and then insert the key into the end to open up the cuff. So a very difficult cuff. Imagine if the hands were in there, you couldn't get to it anyway.
Can you escape from these?
Oh, yes. Oh.
It looks a bit, I mean, these look lethal as well. Look at this, thumb screws.
Oh,
They terrible. Stick your thumbs through there and then you sort of...
nasty.
You escape from those as well. And what are these here?
These?
Well, yeah, those
These
are...
fascinate me.
Again, American, about, 95 years ago. These are called lily irons.
But the key is in the middle and your wrists are on either side.
Again,
You can't reach.
no way to get out. And this is
I like it, do you?
I like it.
people used to call Houdini the man that could walk through walls, and I'm sure that's what people thought he could do. I can assure you I don't do anything supernatural.
But you're pretty amazing, and we'll be seeing some of your tricks a little bit later on.
Super.
Because he's going to offer yet more challenges. Now, we met Super Ted earlier in the programme, and I did mention that Super Ted's starring in his own show. Apart from Super Ted, there's also a character featured called Skeleton, and he sings as well. Songs like Droopy Astronaut.
Okay, mix that round. Being very, very careful. Use a pinny if you're sloppy like I am. Mark always uses a pinny. There. Whoa. That needs a little bit more mixing because it's a bit lumpy, but I'll carry on quickly. I'll just stick on the head, like that. Big splodge like that. Nice and careful. Like I always am, you know me. And the towel. I'll do 2 legs at the front, I won't do the backs. I can't be bothered, basically. There. And then what you do, pretend the back 2 are done. Then you go. As you can see, that might take a bit of time. Fortunately, I have one already made. Yay! Thank you. It was nothing. Now, what have I just dropped? Oh, my knife. Right, I won't use that again. So, right now we'll do the scales. We use the bits of wafer that we cut up before. And they just squidge in really easily. Big ones, I think, on the back. Good, eh? Such a response from the audience. It's amazing. I want everyone at home to make one of these. They're good fun. Right, so I'll just do that one side, I think, and I'll put some on the leggies. Or the legs, if you're adult. Then I'm going to use, as I said, I'm going to use nuts and raisins as my decoration, but you can use anything. Now let's see, for the eyes, I think I'll have 2 nice big walnuts. I'll just put these 2 on the head to make it look better. Like that. 2 big walnuts for the eyes. I can see you. You're a monster. And the teeth, what should we have for teeth? I know, these look like good. These look like Mark's teeth. You see that? There, like so. And then we have the nuts and raisins and things all along the back. Pardon? And walnuts and things. And it's jolly tasty. Peanuts. Takes a bit of time, this, doesn't it? But don't you think it looks good and gooey? And great fun. Why don't you have a monster party? Everyone dress up like monsters and make one of these monster cakes. And I think that's good fun. Marcus.
You mean dress up normally like we do, and that will do, won't it?
What does thou think?
I think it's very much like Godzilla.
No.
Look at your face on.
It's a Cherylosaurus.
It's a what?
A Cherylosaurus.
Rex. A Cherylosaurus Rex. Let's hit it for the monster cake.
I want you.
Is there a piece that I can eat?
I want you to slice this up, and I want you to take it to the audience and see what they think.
Can I have a bit?
Go on then, cap it off. Well,
All
he's
right,
so greedy.
Start slicing yourself.
He's such a little greedy wink.
Oh.
In the meantime, I'll tell you what the ingredients are. Don't forget. Oh no, I won't tell you what the ingredients are. You can find out on page 187 of CFAX, or it's probably in the Radio Times, or else it's in this Model a Monster book. Now this monster book is terrific. It's not just cakes and things, but there are quite a few cakes you can make. It's also things that you can make out of wood or plaster or lots of other things, all about monsters. And I like monsters. I'm going to cut a piece of this cake now and take it over to Gary. Let's see. Gary, do you want a bit with nuts in? A bit with nuts in? There's a little bit here. Oh, look, I'll have to put it... Mark's taken away my plate, so I'll have to put it in a bowl.
Oh, sorry about that.
Don't worry.
Then, you're getting the tail end of it.
Here you are. Did I call you Mark?
Go on, now have a piece.
There,
Just have a little
take
piece.
Oh, get stuck into that.
What's it like? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. We're just having a sample over here. The bite tells it all. We all wait with bated breath. Will he drop dead?
Nice.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's not monstrous.
No.
Fantastic. In that case, we'll...
I made it. It's special.
We'll give it out. It's beautiful. Have another slice. What does Gary think to his piece?
Gail?
It's any day. What do you mean, yeah? Actually, I'm going to eat it a little bit later on because talking and eating doesn't really go very well together. What we're going to do right now is have a look, as always, at some of the... Great record, that. Cot Robin and The Promise You Made. Now on to Katrina and the Waves, their new single, Sun Street. Another summer song. In actual fact, their only biggest hit so far was a summer song last year, you may remember, called Walking...
You take the bike up there just in case, well, in case we sort of land in the middle of nowhere, in a bog or something, you know.
You want to take one of us up there with you?
Yeah, I'd love to. Who's going to come? Which one? Which one? Which one?
Who is going to go up in the balloon?
See what we'll do. We will toss them. Right. There's a crane here. His head's very shallow.
I wasn't sorry, because I've always fancied having... The fan pumping in the cold air was so powerful, we had to use all our strength to hold the mouth of the balloon open.
It's starting to move a bit now. How would you like to come inside? Yeah. It's my hot air balloon. Come on, step over here. Here we go.
Nick, this is amazing!
Yes.
Oh, look at this!
Come in.
Unbelievable! It's a party!
This is fantastic. It's like one of those giant inflatables, you know, you just leap around.
It's terrific!
Do you like it? It's nice, isn't it? I always wanted to live in one of these, you know. Did you? Yeah, but anything.
How big is it exactly?
It's 77,000 cubic feet, so it's absolutely enormous. It's about the size of a small house.
So you've actually put the top in as well?
I've actually put the top in. That's like a parachute vent, so when I actually want to come down or actually land, you see, I pull that top out, the air escapes through the side, and when I actually let go of it, like a spring, it actually sort of goes back together again, and we carry on. Well, it's hot air, you see, and hot air rises, so the more hot air I put in, you see, we've got propane gas, it's in a liquid under pressure, and there's a pilot light which lights the gas and keeps us going. So it's just a big bag of hot air, keeping a basket. It's dead simple. Well, that's not supposed to fly too close to wildlife, particularly horses, because if you fly very expensive stud horses, you know, it's not very good. Or cows, for that matter, anybody, you know, because you can actually curdle the milk, you see. But we're not going to. Now, what we've got, you see, is just ordinary crop, so we can actually get a bit lower. So we're about 50 foot above the ground. As we're going lower, you see, we're changing direction a little bit. So we've got to mind these telegraph wires, or telephone wires. We don't want to take any of those out. If we're lucky, we'll just touch the tip of these trees. Hello.
All right.
How do you do? We'd like to pop in for a cup of tea later. You know, just look over the side. When you actually look over the side, they look really brilliant, doesn't it? It's just like to give you a different perspective on life and everything, you know. It's so different.
It's absolutely terrific.
Anyway, great.
Quadrant to the right. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, go that way.
And we've just crossed the A52T down here, or whatever it was, and we're going towards that.
It was getting dark. Nick and Cheryl had been in the air for over 2 hours, so we decided to call it a day and look for a good spot to land.
Hold tight. It's all right. I did that purposely to slow us down. Hold tight.
We're just trying to find it because we want to try and get you before you land, okay?
We're going to come down in that hayfield.
Hello, isn't it?
Yeah, no problem. Bend your knees, and hold tight. Bend your knees. Hold tight and stay in. Lovely, no problem.
Yeah, but we landed in.
Yeah. Here,
Apparently it's lucky.
Oh, great, we're alive. Oh dear. Oh,
I just thought, oh no. You show.
This is still alive. It's touch and go.
Luckily, we were close to the Woodward family's farmhouse, where they made us really welcome.
So this is where you are.
Oh, hello.
How did you end up here?
Landed safely. How did you get?
Is there any more tea left?
Yes. Have a cup of tea and a biscuit, then we go back. I'll tell you all about it tomorrow.
Incredible.
I enjoyed that.
Only you could land in cowpats.
The new shoes, do you know that took the sole off my shoe?
Did it?
It's strong stuff, it's cowpat.
The Woodwards were very nice to us, though.
They
weren't
were
It was,
lovely.
it was
Really
incredible because apparently, was it Elizabeth or the daughter? I can't remember. Anyway, she was going upstairs. She just looked out the bedroom window and she saw this great big balloon coming towards her. Mom, there's a balloon, and it landed in their field. They couldn't believe
Yeah,
it.
Mum
could
and Dad said, don't be silly, dear.
they? Yeah, they thought you were seeing things. Now then, come on. What did it feel like?
Well, I'll be honest, when we took off, I thought, oh, what have I let myself in for? I was scared. When you're actually in that little basket, and when I say little, it is really little. There were 3 of us and the equipment for the camera and our sandwiches, and there wasn't any room to move. I mean, if you had to move, then it was sort of sidle around each other.
But it doesn't sort of start to tip, does it? I mean, if you
Not
get more
at all.
weight on one side.
And you really rise quickly.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought, because of all our weight, because I haven't dieted yet, I thought it'd be slow, but it goes, it's really quick.
She flies like a bird in the sky, or in your case, not a bird at all. But I thought you were great. You did a great job. You were very brave. Because the weather completely changed, so it was a bit difficult. Well done.
Thank you.
OK, Frank Sidebottom is back yet again. This is the new single. It's dedicated to all mums everywhere, especially in Timperley. It's called Oh, Super Mum.
Ha
All the vital Lord supply.
ha!
Those lyrics are just so moving.
They are, aren't they?
They're very moving indeed.
It reminds me of a Lennon and McCartney song.
Yeah, almost.
Now, everyone, I mean, nobody, unless they've been asleep for 100 years, could have missed the fact that there's a royal wedding this week. It's coming up this Wednesday. It's Wednesday, isn't it?
It is Wednesday, yeah.
23rd. And it's Sarah Ferguson, and lovely Prince Andrew.
Well, I think lovely Sarah Ferguson.
She is lovely. She's got a lovely
She's gorgeous,
smile.
yeah. She's really nice and bubbly.
Yeah, I like her. And I love her red hair. And I think it's a shame that people keep saying that she's got big hips. Because some people like big hips.
There's
don't
nothing wrong with big hits at all.
We've got a competition, a royal competition. You can win some smashing prizes.